Hello students, today we are starting definite integration, the last part of the integration, exercise 7.9. The integration of x plus 1 and the limits are minus 1 to 1. Now what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is, the geometrical meaning of this is, if we draw the curve y equals to x plus 1. Y equals to x plus 1 means when the value of x is 0, the value of y is 1. And when the value of x is 1, then the value of y is 2. So the curve will be like this. Now say this is minus 1. When you put x equals to minus 1, the value will be 0. So we have to find out that what is the area between the curve from minus 1 to plus 1. This is x equals to minus 1. So we have to find this area. This is the geometrical meaning of this minus 1 to 1. Now one way is that we draw the graph of fx. This is fx. Y equals to x plus 1 and we find the area. And second is we can use the definite integration. So I hope with the help of this diagram you all understood that what is the meaning of this. The meaning of this is the area under the curve fx equals to x plus 1, and it will be, what is the limit here, minus 1 to plus 1. So that we have to find the area of this particular triangle. So how to proceed? The first is the integration is x square upon 2 plus x, then it is minus 1 to 1. Yes, and by the second fundamental theorem you put the value of x as 1. So 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 1 by 2 will be again 1 by 2 and it is minus 1. So when you simplify 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1. So the answer is 2. So this area is 2 square units. Now you see, otherwise also if you see, the base is 2 and the height is 2. So 2 and 2 it is 4. So half base into height it will be again 2. So that is the geometrical meaning of this particular thing. I am taking one more sum here. Integration of 1 by x and the limit is 2 to 3. This is the lower limit and this is the upper limit. So it is log x 2 to 3. So the answer is log 3 minus log 2. Or we can write log 3 by 2 plus c we will not write here because it is not indefinite, it is definite integration. So that is the meaning of it. Means all the sums which we have read in the indefinite, if you put a limit, then it will be a problem of the definite integration. So this exercise is not new for us. Only the part is that we have to put the limit. And any problem from any exercise can be included in this particular exercise. I am explaining few problems from the different variety of the sums. I have taken the algebraic part. Now I will take the trigonometric from all the parts. The next problem you see. Yes, now you see different type of functions. Trigonometrical function, exponential function. This is again the algebraic function. So the first part is the integration of sine 2x. So the integration of sine 2x will be minus cos 2x and the limit is 0 to pi by 4. Now we put the value. So when you put the value minus cos 2 into pi by 4 minus cos 2 into 0. So the answer is cos pi by 2 minus cos 0. And you all know that the value of cos pi by 2 is 0. So it is 0 and this part will be, and divided by 2 also. Sorry, I made a mistake. Divided by 2 also. So you write this 2 in the front. So it is 1. So final answer is plus 1 by 2. So that is the area under the curve. You see this part, e power x will be e power x and the limit is 4 to 5. So it is e power 5 minus e power 4. You can take e power 4 common. So e power 1 minus 1. That is the answer for this. You see the integration of this is 1 upon root 1 minus x square. The integration of this part is sine inverse x. Sine inverse x, and it is 0 to 1. So the answer is sine inverse x minus sine inverse 0. And I hope it is clear to you. So that sine inverse 1, then it is pi by 2 minus 0. So the answer is pi by 2. So in this way we can proceed. As I told you, only one step extra here from the part which we have studied in the... Yes, all of you see here, yes students. The integration of 1 upon 1 plus x square is tan inverse x. And the limit is 0 to 1. So it is tan inverse 1 minus tan inverse 0. So answer is pi by 4 minus 0. So the final answer is pi by 4. You see this, the formula is 1 upon 2a log x plus a upon x minus a. The standard formula in that sense here. It is, this is plus here and this is minus here. You can write minus here. Now when you put the value 3, then it is 1 by 2 log 3 minus 1. So it is 2 upon 4. And when you put x equals to, then it will be log 0. If you put 2 here, it is log 1 upon 3. So that is the final answer for this one. You see this one. When you put x equals to 3, it is 3 minus 1, 2 upon 4. And when you put 2 here, 2 minus 1, it is 1, and 2 plus 1, it is 3. You see this now. You can multiply and divide it by half. So it is half log x square plus 1. I hope it is not required to explain you about this part. So if you put the value here, it is 1 by 2 log 9 log 10 minus log 5 plus C we will not write. This is only the answer. So it can be half log 10 upon 5 or it is half log 2. That can be the answer for this particular sum. So you have seen that in the variety of problems we have to simply integrate and then we have to put the limit. That is the additional part, otherwise it is the same. Now I am applying some substitutions also. Please see this. Yes, now you see this problem. In this we can apply the substitution, but substitution we will study in the next exercise. In this exercise, how to proceed? You take x square as t. So 2x dx will be dt. So x dx will be half dt. So this sum will take form half e power t dt. And the integration will be e power t. Yes. So now before writing the final answer, instead of t we will write x square. And now we will use the limit here. So the limit will be half e power 1 ka square, that is e power 1 and e power 0. So half is half e minus 1. That will be the answer for this particular sum. So we can, if there is a substitution, we can remove the limit for some time. We can integrate, put the value of t again, and then again the limit will appear. This method is also there, and there is one more method that I will explain you in the next particular exercise. So I hope it is clear to you that how to find. There are different sums which we can apply in this. See one problem where even the answer is 0 also. I am taking one problem. Please see this here. It is 0 to pi. 0 to pi sine square x by 2 and cos square x by 2. Sine square x by 2 and cos square x by 2 dx. Please see this problem now. Now in this, the first is we will apply the trigonometrical formula, and that formula will be, you take minus common, then it is cos square x by 2 and sin square x by 2. So ultimately it is 0 to pi cos x dx. So the formula will be minus and sin x, and the limit is 0 to pi. Now we write sin pi minus sin 0. So ultimately the answer is 0. So in this way we can apply trigonometrical identities also. You know the identity here, cos 2x is cos square x minus sin square x. It is x by 2, so we write here x. So in this way you can complete this exercise, and I hope this part is clear. Now I am requesting you, please try more sums from this particular part, because there can be a small objective from this part in the exam. Thank you.